Here is the completed section 3 of Speckle Pop, and on this sample I chose to repeat the increase and decrease rows 6 more times, for a total of 7 increase-decrease rows. We're going to I-cord bind off across the edge, using the contrast color pops. Using contrast color 1, knit 1, and we're going to double up the short and the long tail to knit a second stitch. And we can knit 2 together through the back loop to decrease, and slip the 3 stitches onto left needle. Knit 1, 2, knit 2 together through the back loop. And you can drop that short tail after working a few stitches, so you don't have to weave in that end later. Continue slipping to knit 2 and knit 2 together through the back loop, all the way to the stitch marker. Here's the beginning of the I-cord bind off, and once you reach the first marker, go ahead and slip it off, and slip those 3 stitches onto your left needle to knit 2 together through the back loop. If you did the brioche option from section 3, include that yarn over in the knit 2 together through the back loop. Slip 3, knit 2 together through the back loop. This one's regular. Slip 3, knit 2 together. Include that yarn over, so you're really working 3 strands together, because the yarn over is counted with the stitch. Here is the I-cord across the brioche section. Slip off the marker and continue I-cord binding off. Here is contrast color 1 decorating the chevron point, and once you reach the decrease location from section 3, break the yarn. And you can remove the marker, slip 3 stitches onto left needle, and continue binding off with contrast color 2. So using the next contrast color, knit 1 and double up the short tail and the long tail to knit the second stitch, knit 2 together through the back loop, and continue with your new contrast color. Work the new contrast color to the increase and down to the decrease location, and then with a new contrast color, work across each edge, decorating these chevron points. Here is the finished bind off, with each contrast color decorating 1 point, and you should end with 6 total stitches, 3 on the right and 3 on the left. Break your yarn, and we're going to graft the stitches together. We want the needle tips to be facing the same way, so reverse the order of those last 3 stitches, so the purl bumps are kissing each other and the needle tips are both pointing to the right. Place the contrast color onto a tapestry needle to graft these 6 stitches together. Go through the front stitch purlwise and leave it on the needle. Go through that back stitch on the back needle knitwise. Now go through knitwise on the front needle, take it off. Purlwise, leave it on the front needle. Purlwise onto the back, and slip it off. Knitwise into the next stitch on the back needle. Knitwise off, purlwise on the front needle. Purlwise off, knitwise, leave it on the back needle. Oops, can slip that off. And the final 2 stitches, Go knitwise and purlwise. Give it a tug. Now you can weave in all the ends. I tuck in the ends on the wrong side by just whipping through the stitches. So dive in, and you can go through about every other strand that you see. And I usually do this for about 6 or 7 stitches and pull it through. Here's another end to weave in. And one trick I like to do is whip through lots of strands at the same time. Dive in to get several strands and then pull it through. Saves a bit of time.